Everybody, this is Mike Klingler again, and I just wanted to show you what's coming next now that you're here connected up with our resources. You see the slide says cryptocurrency bigger than Bitcoin. You know, the reason why we say bigger than Bitcoin, Bitcoin has been extraordinarily successful for people who bought into it over the last few years, and particularly 2017 was very impressive in terms of the growth that it had. But going forward, it's going to be really beyond Bitcoin. It doesn't mean there's not still huge opportunities with Bitcoin, but we really want to show you beyond that if you haven't already been looking there. And I know many of you have. We want to make it easier for you who have been looking beyond Bitcoin into other cryptocurrencies to help you tap into it with a lot more success. Again, we're not the experts. We're plugging you into resources and information from those who are. I think that's a really important point. So coming up, a lot of the things we're going to be sharing with you, and you should already have an email in your inbox now, just to kind of introduce you. We're in a transitional period at the time that I'm recording this, and we're going to be introducing you to so much more here at the onset of 2018. This is January of 2018 that I'm recording this. So we got a lot more for you to come, for you to receive that's coming, but you will have an email in your inbox now. Now coming up, here's some things that are coming. How to get Bitcoin if you don't know how, if you're new, and other cryptocurrencies as well. How to store it safely. Trade signals. What are trade signals? We're going to be plugging you into resources that tell you when to buy and when to sell Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And it's really important to understand you keep your Bitcoin or your cryptocurrency. No one's holding it for you, which is good. A lot of people might realize there's platforms out there that hold it for you or trade it for you, which sounds good in theory. And we have plugged into those strategies in the past, but no more, because when they hold it, we're at risk. If something were to happen to that organization, then you can lose your Bitcoin or your cryptocurrency. So what we're going to be referring to you to are resources that allow you to benefit from the expertise of others that are telling you when to buy and when to sell, and that we can show you a very successful track record for, but you hold your Bitcoin, and that's a really big distinction to a lot of the strategies out there, including ones that we've shared in the past. Then mining, you can earn extra Bitcoin income in mining and in other cryptocurrencies. We'll talk about that. But the one I'm really excited about is the ICO program. You know, I kind of inferred, and I really want to underscore, 2018 is said to be the age of the ICOs, initial coin offerings. That's new cryptocurrencies, like new uses for cryptocurrencies. Not just currency like Bitcoin, but there's other forms of use for the blockchain, which are called cryptocurrencies. It could be utility, and there could be cryptocurrencies that are used as kind of like the underlying platform that everything else will run off of, like other cryptocurrencies and applications of the blockchain can run off of. And those are really big opportunities. I'm going to talk about all of that and refer you to resources that are going to share with you more of what that's all about. But even more exciting with the ICO program, we're going to plug you into a team of expert analysts who review all the ICOs that are out there, because it's an incredibly overwhelming task to review everything, and the amount of hours that it takes day in and day out to do that if you don't have the resources or the experience. So we're going to introduce you to teams that can do that for us, and then they supply us with a report, and they supply you with a report. It's super easy. If there's a green light, then the ICO is good to go. If it's a red light, it's bad. If it's a yellow light, they don't have enough information, so they say proceed with caution. So most of us just go with the green light. And here's the thing, like, it's not just like, maybe does this work? Obviously there's risks, and we'll talk more about those risks at the time. Make sure you're really clear on all of that. But it's important. And also, we're going to introduce you to the details you need to know that they're definitely following regulation, they're licensed. All of that stuff I think is really important in this day and age with the cryptocurrency market. We'll discuss all of that, but I want you to understand that we're able to look at their track record. So for example, in the month of October 2017, and we'll give you more examples later when we give you more details on this stuff, but in the month of October 2017, if you had purchased just $300 of each of the first 7 ICO top picks, so the green lights, in just a couple of months, your $2,100 would have turned into $48,419. So we'll be, my point with showing that and bringing that out is that we'll be able to show you the track record of these experts before you decide to follow what they're suggesting. But it's very, very impressive. Also, there's the Done For You Buying Club. Several times a month, they're going to offer you an ICO package. So what this is pertaining to is United States citizens and often Canada can't take part in a lot of ICOs out of concern that it's going to be considered a security and there's a lot of regulation uncertainty. But this company, which is out of Singapore and is licensed to be able to do all of this stuff, they select the ICO with the greatest potential. You select how much you want to purchase. They buy the tokens on your behalf, and you receive those tokens deposited into your crypto wallet. So they're not holding them again. Really, really important. You're holding them. So they're yours. So that's really powerful. But these are the kinds of things we're going to be able to share with you as we go forward. So look for your emails and pay close attention. We will be talking a lot more about how we know Bitcoin is going to continue to go up. Again, obviously there's risks with all this stuff. Obviously anything can happen, but we're going to refer you to what the experts are saying and why we believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's going to go very, very high. We're going to talk more about what the experts are saying. I'm going to talk more about the developments that are happening, how to get a BitPay card. I mean, you can go to online right now. These are the examples of the kinds of things we're going to introduce you to if you're not familiar. We're talking about the ATM machines that are sprouting up all over the world, the United States, every continent throughout the world, and how that impacts what's going to happen next with making Bitcoin more accessible and how you can use those. There's just so much we're going to talk about. We're talking about ICOs, regulatory environment around ICOs. And again, we're not going to always be the experts ourselves. We're plugging you into the best resources and the best information we found so you don't have to sift through it, spend incredible amounts of time trying to find what has been most relevant and helpful. And I think, the most important thing that I can do for you, I've got years of experience. In fact, my whole adult professional career has been based around developing marketing systems. And so for those of you that are interested, and this is completely optional, but for those of you who are interested, I can plug you into a system that will allow you to be out there helping educate the world about the awesome decentralizing nature of cryptocurrency and the opportunities that are available in that. And through that process, you can earn multiple streams of crypto commissions. So more on that. My goal with all of this is to help you move from what Robert Kiyosaki called the E quadrant, move from the E, the being an employee, to the I. And here's what this is if you never read Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant book, printed decades ago. The E quadrant, as I said, is the employee. You have a job, very hard to create wealth there. Then a little, a step up in a lot of people's minds, who can take the heat, is the S quadrant. That's self-employed. But as he pointed out, it's not necessarily better because you basically own a job. You have more autonomy, but often they work more hours, and it's very hard to develop wealth there. In fact, almost nobody does. Then there's the business owner. As he framed it, the business owner was somebody who owned a system. So you're self-employed, but the distinction is you own a system, and he called that a business owner, different from being self-employed. And a system owner was like somebody who created a franchise, like McDonald's being a popular example, where you can walk away and the business is still running and you are generating residual income. And a lot of people moved into network marketing for this. Of course, not everyone was able to crack the code on that, but it's an example of what people tried to do, and some accomplished it, where they were able to build an organization. But there are a lot of ways to move into the business owner quadrant. One of the most successful for the most people that I saw, and where I had my greatest success, was years ago. I first did it in 2001, and then really, really did it well. I had my first $1 million day as a business owner in 2009. And a lot of people had success on the internet creating a business system and tapping into things like affiliate marketing, or, by the way, Amazon has an affiliate marketing incentive program. Lots of companies do on the internet. It's really what drives the internet economy, and a lot of people don't realize that, where people are making money from affiliate links. But my point is, in the cryptocurrency market, people don't realize there's so many different ways now when you plug into the economy to make commissions in cryptocurrency. And if you have a system like I can hand to you, and that you can just plug and play, you can generate cryptocurrency commissions on autopilot and really move into what we can call the business owner quadrant in an extraordinarily easy way. there are things you need to do, there are things you need to know, but it's a system that you follow, and if you plug and play, it can generate these residual commissions. And what's awesome is it's in Bitcoin and other forms of cryptocurrency. So through that and generating that and plugging into the other things that we're sharing with you in terms of ICOs and the things that I talked about earlier that we're going to be teaching you, you can move into the I. Now, traditionally, it was very, very difficult for the average person to move into the I, but my ultimate goal is to give you a system that educates others about cryptocurrency and how to plug in and so forth, the kinds of things that we said we'd be sharing with you. If you plug into my business system, you can help so many others learn about what's going on and then move yourself into the I by generating those commissions and then investing that by tapping into the experts that I talked about and we'll be sharing with you more about. So I know that's not for everybody, but that's where my passion is, that's where my expertise is. So we'll also be talking a lot more about that. Okay, so look for the email. You should have already received one, basically just a welcome email, and you will be getting more from us. Right now, at the time of this recording here in January 2018, we're transitioning from an old system, or I should say our system from 2017, into a new system and set of strategies, and I shared with you some of what will be coming that's part of that. So look for emails from us, and we'll see you soon.